Blessings. So right now I'm just beginning to get into Ingwaz. I just activated. I got a boar incisor, a wild boar incisor, and have inscribed the Elder Futhak rune on it and activated it with my blood. And as soon as I did that, two things happened. The first thing was that I remembered during my first vision quest on the third night, I had a vision of a wild boar basically goring me, and I had a magical staff that I had just created at that point, and I stabbed it with that, so we killed each other. And earlier that night, to build on that, I heard wild boar in the hills and the mountains that I was at calling out to each other. So that was like the first thing that happened, was that memory, the empowering memory of being strong and not backing down and accepting what is, If death comes, that's what comes. But I'm not going to back down from it. And I didn't back then, even though I was scared shitless. But I mean, that was part of it, was overcoming that fear of staying out there, being hungry, being cold and tired and afraid for my life, and to be like, fuck it. I'm going to do it. That's the boar, we hunt it, but it can kill us. It ain't no weak animal, that's for sure. And the second thing that happened is, one of my earlier teachers was one of the most powerful individuals I've ever met, but also one of the scariest. And I was afraid for my life, actually, at some points in this relationship. And I've been working, for years. I've completely distanced myself, disconnected myself with this energy, and then just, and for the most part, I've done it. But so as soon as I activated the boar and I had these flashes of energy, I found myself going into my library, which is, I'm working on it. I'm creating a beautiful library that I hope to one day be able to share with people. I open a book and there's a note of his. Fuck, it's powerful, This is the runes. This is fucking powerful. So I burned the note, threw the book away, and ordered it again from Amazon. I'm just like, whatever it takes to untangle and unthread the unwanted things in my life. Whatever it takes, whatever it takes. Because I just want joy. I don't want abundance and happiness and pleasure. And, bam, fucking Ingwaz, woohoo! Last night I had the most powerful pleasures that I've ever had with my wife, and it's based on huge other experiences of powerful pleasures. Hey, there's a bluebird. It's a scrub jay, actually. Sorry, a blue scrub jay. He's one of our friends that just visits, because we have this. I'll show you. So my wife is just fucking awesome. So this is where we live. It's an apartment complex. But look, we're growing tomatoes in pots up above, and peas are going up. Some sisal that we got. And we've grown strawberries and lettuce, and my wife has done all these beautiful plants. She's just she's a goddess. I live with a fucking goddess. Man, it's a blessing. Let me just tell you. Fuck, it makes me cry. To have a good life is fucking a blessing. Of course, knowing how to use your technology is a blessing too. So anyhow, this is Ingwaz for me, and it's fucking awesome. So I just wanted to share today that what I'm learning with the rune postures and movements, and I'm going to try to make this camera so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. hopefully that'll be enough for the first part. All right, so I've come to see on the internet and through just different books, this stance right here, kind of just the Isa stance, or you slightly have your legs apart, whatever, doesn't matter. I think having them slightly apart, not so much so that it implies like Ingwaz, which is another stance, but so you're not like fucking with your ankles and knees too, because it's like, so just find a good posture and then create that diamond right here, and it's perfect, touching the your genitals. That's what it's all about, right? Fruitfulness and joy and completion and all that good stuff. So that's a good stance. I like that. It's badass. Another one that I have been working with, because I am into yoga, that's always been one of my things. So if I can get this camera straight, maybe I'll just do that with a laptop. All right, there we go. All right. So I'll have my feet creating basically a canage, you can say, going up, and then with my hands, I will create the other one. So now we have Ingwaz inside here, but then I'm also bending my knees and my body over, creating, my whole body's actually creating an Ingwaz. And so then I'll stay in that posture for a little bit. Well, because it feels good, it's hard, but it's strengthening your body, it's creating flexibility. It's just, man, it's a powerful posture, basically, and it's neat. And then afterwards, I'll come into, because I'm doing the reverse posture in a sense where I'm straightening my back, because before I was bending it. So now I'm doing the counter pose, is what they call in yoga. Opening up. So now I'm creating this diamond here, right? And a diamond between my arms and legs. And then I'm bringing it up. And now I create, and if you're really good, which I'm not really at this point, balanced, you can create that other diamond. And then, I like doing this too, opening up. I mean, it doesn't exactly make the posture, but it's opening it up. It's opening this up, extending here, and the spine and the back, and just opening. And of course, during this whole time, well, I don't do it for the whole time, but, at points, well, that's so much easier just to move the screen. Okay. At certain points, most of the time in the beginning, when I first start working with the posture, I'll work with the mantra just to kind of activate it and get the energy flowing in a good and awesome fucking way. So with Ingwaz, it's that and you can feel it in the back. And then you can play with the back tone, that constant resonating. And you can move it. And of course, you keep wanting to try to balance the vibrations within the ear and deepening it back. So it's going and spinning up, your sushumna, that area, just the back, flowing up, right? Getting it to vibrate and awaken and activate. So yeah. All right, blessings. I'm going to get back to what I'm doing, but I just wanted to share that real quick with you and say, be well, be blessed. Oh.